Okay, I'm here in San Francisco. Why don't you go ahead and tell me who you are, who you're with, and where we are right now?
We're in beautiful San Francisco, California. My name is Mia Babik, the President and CEO of iStream Planet. And we're at the Outside Lands Music Festival, doing a live webcast of the multiple stages for the fans, music fans worldwide.
So tell me, you're doing a live webcast. Tell me a little bit more about that. What are you coordinating here? What is iStream Planet doing here?
So there are several different things that go into the live webcast. The first and foremost, there's the production, which involves the cameras and the microphones and the staging and the studio part and the production piece of mixing all these video feeds and audio feeds. Then there's a digitization piece, which means the program feed that's created by the folks producing the show needs to be encoded into the internet and web-ready format. Then that same content has to be ingressed into the content delivery networks for distribution worldwide. So when the folks are going to the AT&TBlueroom.com website and actually clicking on one of those fancy buttons to access the webcast, they're calling the video that's coming out of this location, and it's being replicated worldwide across thousands of servers to achieve the scalability, so everyone can get the high quality of the video and as fast as possible. Part of our responsibility is to acquire the content. So the content's being produced by production folks. We have to acquire that content. We have to digitize that content. We have to integrate that content into the website, and we also have to ingest that content in a content delivery network that actually does the distribution piece. And at the end, we manage all these different pieces by making sure that everyone is communicating, that everyone is responsive, that everyone delivers on their parts of deliverables.
Okay, so how many people can simultaneously watch? How big can your system go? How big can you scale up to?
Right now, at the 700K, we can get it up to about 700,000 concurrent viewers.
Really? Have you hit that mark ever yet, or is that?
No, we have not hit that mark.
Okay. Typically, so you are coordinating all these bits and pieces. Now, so you handle everything from like soup to nuts, so once the content is being produced, it gets sucked into this truck here, which we're going to take a look at in a second.
Yes.
And then you're transcoding, and then you're spitting it out.
Yes, so we're encoding this into the Windows Media in this case. Windows Media is the chosen format. And we're encoding this in multiple bit rates. We're creating different streams for different target audiences. So the folks that only have maybe a low-end DSL line that can tune in at 100K, the medium range is 300K, and then the high end is the 750K for the best viewing experience.
Now, what are some of the challenges? This is a big rock and roll show. What are some of the challenges with putting together like an event like this? You got a lot of stages going on. What are some of the things that you have to coordinate, or a special challenge for today?
One of the tough challenges is aggregating all these feeds from multiple locations. As you can see, there are so many different stages, and pulling that content from the different stages and getting them in a production truck where we mix all these feeds, it's quite a challenge. You're talking about a lot of fiber runs, a lot of different video and audio cabling to get all these content to a central depository place where we can mix the content and create that product feed. The second challenge is when the content's actually digitized for the web usage, we have to get that content out to the servers, for the content delivery network servers, so that the content can be delivered to the users worldwide. And that's usually done in two different ways. One is offsite, where we would actually get the satellite truck to this facility, and we would beam that to the satellite and downlink it, for example, at our webcast operations center in Las Vegas, Nevada, and then send that out to the content delivery network. And the second way is what we're doing today. Actually, we're digitizing content on site, and we're using on-site connectivity. In this particular case, AT&T has provided us with on-site connectivity that we're using to push that content out to the edges, to the servers that actually do delivery to the web page.
Right. And how much content are you pushing out?
So we're pushing 3 different streams.
Okay.
We're pushing a 100K stream, 300K stream, and 750K stream. So there's 3 different streams that are pushed out to the servers, and once the acquisition server gets the content, the server replicates it across thousands and thousands of servers worldwide.
And are you so there's no HD stream for this one?
Not HD. No. This is a standard definition in this case. And it's obviously it's 3 streams in standard definition in Windows Media format.
And who are you using for a CDN?
Akamai.
All right. Cool. Can we take a look inside the truck and see what you got going on in there?
Absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Let's take a tour.
Okay. One.
This is the main production room. What we're going to see in here, we're going to see the audio section where all different audio tracks are being pulled in. We're going to see the webcast section where the content's been digitized for the web production. And then we're going to see the video section, actually two parts of the video section. One section is going to be where all the different contents from all the different stages is being recorded to the decks for post-production. And the second stage is where the second part of the truck, production truck, and the control room is where actually all these video feeds are mixed into the program feeds that we are shooting out live on the internet.
And it's important to be very quiet.
And it's important to be quiet because folks working here are very focused on their tasks and they don't like too much distraction.
All right.
So we're going to try to be as quiet as possible. So the first on the left-hand side here. This is where all the different audio video feeds are coming from all different stages, and this gentleman's responsibility is to mix them and create that beautiful sound that we hear when we watch this webcast.
Okay.
As you can see, there's a lot of different cabling and a lot of different switches and things that all serve the function of getting the content out, being mixed, set to the right proper level, so it sounds beautiful once you're listening to it.
How many sounds can you pull in at once? Like how many audio?
Oh, these are hundreds and hundreds from the different stages.
Okay. And then you put those together and assign them.
Yes, you mix them. What you do is, let's say, for example, for one of the stages, you're getting on average about 40 to 50 different audio feeds. You're mixing them to achieve that optimum sound. So the guitar sounds right, the drum sounds right. Somebody's making an interview, that sounds right, and that's this gentleman's responsibility.
Cool.
This part actually is the most critical part to us. And this is Mr. Billy Peters, and what he's doing here is he's taking his audio program feed and the video program feed coming from the other side of the truck and broadcasting that live on the internet. So what we're seeing here is this is the encoding system that takes that program feed and creates this type of experience.
So this is what people are watching.
This is what people are watching right now online on attbloom.com. And that's a full screen video.
This is the 700?
Yes, this is 700K stream, full screen video. As you see, audio sounds very well. The video is very crisp and consistent. And this is just the various equipment. Obviously, we have the internet piece. This is what we're talking about. It's the online on-site internet connectivity. So using the satellite, we're using the on-site connectivity piece in here to reduce the cost, obviously, and achieve high reliability. And then the encoder itself is used to digitize the content, create the multiple feeds. And then we just have some monitoring tools to make sure the audio levels are right, make sure the video levels are okay, and then we're looking, obviously, what we're watching on the website is the final product.
What is the cost of something like this? I don't know how much detail you can go into, but what is?
It really ranges. There's multiple components to it. There's the component of digitizing the content. There's a component of distribution of the content, and distribution piece depends on number of viewers. So, obviously, if you're having 1,000 viewers, there's X amount of dollars. But if you're having 10,000 viewers, the cost is not 10x, but it's a lot higher than it is on 1,000 users. So the cost is very variable. It depends on how long the viewers are watching the content and how many viewers are watching the content.
Okay.
So let's move on to the
Thank you.
second part. Thank you, Mr. Peters.
Definitely. I'm Billy.
Hi, Billy. Chris.
Chris, nice to meet you, Chris.
Keep up the good work.
So this part of the control room is where all the different video feeds are coming in. They're being recorded for the post-production.
Okay.
So what happens is once these shows are done, the DVDs of the shows are being created, the television shows are being created based on the contents being created in here. And you can see there's over 40 or 50 different decks that are served to record all these content, so it can be post-produced and repurposed for different reasons, like a television, DVD, and so forth.
Are you putting it online? Are you putting it on demand after it's live streamed?
Yes. So what happens is we go through a different.
Okay, yeah, if you can just stay calm.
We gotta let the people do their jobs.
Absolutely.
So what happens is after all content's been recorded, it's being post-produced, and then we'll run to get the clearances, make sure the record labels and artists themselves are happy with the final product, and then the final product will go out on the web.
Okay.
Usually this process can take anywhere from 15 days to a couple of months, depending on the quantity of the content and then responsiveness of the folks that own the rights of the content.
How big a pipe do you have going out to get the content to where you need to go?
Actually, it takes a 1 T1 line right now for these 3 streams. It's a 1 T1 line, and there's another T1 line as a backup. So we use 2 different systems, one the primary system, one the secondary system. So in case something happens to the primary system, we can switch it automatically to the secondary system without having any major interruptions in the service or degradation in the quality.
Okay.
It's part of the thing that we do is to make sure that everything is fully redundant, that all pieces are put in place. So if there are any issues with the primary systems, that we can go automatically to the secondary systems without causing any interruptions in the quality.
What's the biggest event you've done?
Oh gosh, it's a very good question. Well, we're still working on an Olympics project with the Microsoft. That is definitely the biggest project that we have been involved with.
All right, but this one's pretty big.
That's going to be, well, we're hoping it's going to be pretty large. It starts in a few minutes, or actually we have just started in about 30 minutes ago, so we're going to get some preliminary numbers tomorrow, and we'll see how it shapes up, but we're hoping to be a very successful event.
You know what we may end up doing here?
Yeah. So what's going on here?
So this is the main production area where all the different video feeds, as you can see on the video wall, all the different video feeds are coming from different stages, and different producers are producing shows for each one of these stages. If they're taking, for example, you can see here there's 9 different cameras. They're recording one of the stage, and the producer is deciding which one of the camera is going to go to the main program feed that we're outputting out to the internet, and the rest of them being recorded for a post-broadcast or post-production.
So how many people do you have working to get this event off the ground?
Oh gosh, just in control room there's close to 25 people. There's another 100 people that are responsible for cameras and audios all across the different stages.
Wow, and then you've got the technical people making sure everything...
Exactly, and then there's operations center back in Las Vegas operations center where we're monitoring the streams, making sure everything looks good, the feeds are coming in well, and in case there are any problems, these guys are on standby to solve those problems.
And how big is Ice Cream Planet?
Ice Cream Planet is just 32 people. We've been growing daily, so we have since about a year ago we have tripled in size, and we're gonna continue to keep hiring. It should be about 45 people by year end.
Wow, are you venture backed?
Just angel round funding.
Okay.
From a year ago.
All right, and that's when you started, was a year ago?
We started 8 years ago.
Oh, that's right, 2000.
Yes, in 2000. However, probably the most exciting times have been over the last year and a half, as the digital media world, as you know, have grown rapidly, and just all great signs that this fantastic pace of growth will continue. So we're super excited to be part of this, and we're really excited to be involved with some of the, obviously the largest and greatest shows, live events out there on the internet, and we'll continue to participate in these things and contribute in any way we can.